Alright, welcome to Friday Night League of Legends. Tonight we have facing off Post Eagles Esports versus the Southern Arkansas University Mule Rider Esports. We're just getting into draft phase, got a few of our pick band selection down. Looking for a nice game tonight. Eagles just had a almost win last night. It was a 1-2 match. They were able to at least pull off a win. Let's see if we can get another couple more W's tonight. Just naming a few of the bands, notably Aurelian Soul. Eagles did have a bad game against him one other time this season. Gonna get him banned out of there. He's an infinite scaler that's able to get into the late game pretty well and just becomes a pretty big nuisance. Looking at that, I mean, Thresh banned out, Action banned out, Ornn, Oric, Nihilus, a bunch of these big engagers able to sustain up through these fights. First pick on Arkansas side looks like they're going to pick a Malphite into the Mundo and then the Mordekaiser. I'm guessing the Mordekaiser is going to be jungle, Mundo top. However, that's a little bit of a flex. You know, you could do either one there. Arkansas is going to be picking out their bot lane, Jinx, Sona. Pretty good lane. Going to be able to scale into the late game pretty well there. And then Sona will be able to disengage, heal up, get the shields, get the speed ups on the Jinx so that she's able to maybe not get locked down and killed in just one go there. Okay. Ooh, Vigor. I like the Vigor pick. He just got a little buff recently. His Q range is increased by 100. So he's able to farm up his Q a little bit safer. I think he also gained about 50 range on the drop down W ability, able to just get a little more damage off AoE style there. So second round of bans come through. The Lucian Nami lane targeted out from Arkansas. They have seen, probably have Denny have a little bit of success on that along with the Thresh there. Denny seems to swap around the positions though. You know, he's just he's filling in whatever position needs to be filled in. Tonight, I didn't catch which one that'll be. We'll see that momentarily here. Kaisa picked up from Post Eagles. Very good scaling late game carry. Get her the gold. She can win you the game. Looks like they did ban out the Victor Cassiopeia from the Eagles side as well. So what you have left is most likely I guess that could be a Malphite jungle from Arkansas. I've played it before. I don't know, it's not super popular. Or they were just picking a safe pick top and wanted to flex the jungle pick, which the Silas could go mid or jungle. I've seen him a little bit of both. Most likely the mid lane there, but we'll see where they decide to put him on Arkansas' side here. Haven't seen any of the Mule Riders play yet. Mule Rider Esports. Okay. Yes, I do not have my cam for tonight, unfortunately, so you won't be able to see my wonderful face. Let's get this sent out here. Alright. And the last picks come through. You're going to see the Vi in the jungle, I would have to imagine. Silas middle, Sona, Jinx bottom, and Malphite top for Arkansas University. It's at least what I would have to assume. They might mix it up a little bit. We'll see. Also, you're going to have the Kaisa Pike bot lane for Post Eagles here. Vigor in the middle. Mordekaiser Mundo. I'm going to guess Mordekaiser jungle, Mundo top. That can also be flip-flopped around based on what they decide to do and who likes to play what where. Alright, so I'm going to hop back over to said... Oops. yeah, we'll be alright there. We'll have a small spectator delay once they get all drafted up in the actual game here. Until then, we'll check out the teams, kind of see where they're going from there. Arkansas, I'd say WinCon definitely putting a lot into this Jinx here. They'll have decent lockdown, disengage type fighting with the Silas and the Vi. A lot of scrappiness there. The Sona will obviously be able to just sole goal is to keep this Jinx alive, most likely. Pyke and Kai'Sa, very good duo lane, is able to get the hooks to stuns, which stacks up the plasma shots for Kai'Sa. Gets the extra percent proc damage from her passive there. You can also play through Vigor. I mean, they do have pretty good scaling into the late as well. Decent front line pick potential here. Going with the Pyke. I like both teams, actually. Doesn't seem like one side's going to be too heavily... The game wasn't decided in draft phase here. I guess we could say that for the least. Alright, looks like they're taking a few bathroom breaks, getting ready to go. Shout out already, Mr. Pyro here. I'm Caster Pyro. Pyrobot 00 is in this game. So you'll get some extra love with the commentary tonight. Okay. I'm sure they'll be heading in momentarily here. While we're waiting, figure I will actually... Yeah, I'll go grab a quick water here. You guys hang out. Alright. Friday night, League of Legends Post Eagles Esports versus Southern Arkansas University Mule Ride Esports. What a wonderful night. They're just hanging out, waiting to get into a draft, getting everybody's situations sorted out, I'm sure. This is the current teams we will be looking at facing off against each other in match number 1. Be looking to get into some exciting games tonight. Okay, let's take a gander here. Still waiting for them to get into it there. I'm sure it'll come up after draft phase is all done here. So, yeah, once again, reiterate, let's see, the Jinx solo lane I am a big favor of. I do like the disengage heal shielding ability from the Sona. Not everybody loves her, but she's able to get a lot of AoE heal and shields off, which is really good for team fighting. Something that's very essential and important in this game is working with your team. It's not just a one-on-one duke it out Smash Bros style. It is a 5-on-5 team play, work with your teammates, work together, fulfill different roles type of game. That's what makes it a little bit fun, a little bit more strategy involved. And yeah, roster of champions, pretty large as you can see here, a lot of different positions. A little bit, you know, Malphite first pick, a little interesting. I didn't quite see who actually had the first pick there. So yeah, one of the two picked top first, but big tanky guys looking to frontline for their teams. Tragic. Kai'Sa Pike Lane, pretty aggressive. I already noted they can dual stack the plasma shots. I do hear what I believe is them getting into draft phase here. Alright, well, it's already been iterated. We already know what it's going to be, but now we can check them getting into it. For some reason, it likes to pop up on my other screen over there. We'll just wait momentarily, I suppose. There you go. Alright, thanks for all those tuning in here. We're just getting through picks bands. Everybody's already drafted through. We're looking to just get it solidified into the game client here and get into the match. Friday night, Post Eagle Esports up against Southern Arkansas University. Reiterate that. First match of the night. The Yumi hover. We know you're not gonna pick the Yumi. Quality entertainment though. Anybody who actually plays the game, that's quite the uninteractive champion, I suppose you could call her.
Think what I could offer.
Let's see here. So yeah, I will not have my camera on tonight for you guys. Unfortunately, do not have that right now. Just means we'll get to watch even more of the gameplay to come. You won't be distracted by me moving all around down here in the corner of the screen. But you can see my name, Pyro. That's me, your caster. Be getting into it here. The Silas mid can be pretty spicy. Viger's got to be a little careful in that early game. Make sure he doesn't get engaged on level 2 or 3 by Silas. Definitely some kill potential if he's able to get in on that Viger there. So it is the Mordekaiser jungle. I was momentarily confused before because, well, you could play Mundo jungle, Mordekaiser jungle. Both pretty viable there. I'd have to assume that's going to be Coach Denny's Pike. He played that last night and started popping off. It was pretty darn good, pretty fun to watch. We'll get the other players' names noted out once we actually get loaded in the game here and have them available to easily read. Suppose we can get our Kansas named out here. We got Ojama Feather on the Malphite top. I am Chaotic on the Vi jungle. Jinamon on Silas mid. Pyro bot 00. Shout out to the other Pyro. Jinx bottom. Sona on Amon. Yeah, Amon. Sona bottom. Quality pick. Good for the team. Nice team player. I'm sure we'll also have a very high award score by the end of this game here. And then, so yeah, if anything, you'd have to expect maybe the action to go bottom or middle. You might see a Vi into the Viger gank early on. around the 3 to 4 minute mark. Okay, grab your chips, grab your drinks, grab your pop. Got about 2 minutes 30 seconds till all the action kicks off here. Send the stream out to your friends who probably don't watch League, but maybe they'll want to watch League tonight. I like that name, Mule Rider Esports. They got a nice logo. Give you the sneak peek at the little start screen we had here with their Mule Esports Rider logo versus Post Esports. Pretty cool. I like that. I like that. This is like my third casting stream here. I finally learned some of the spectator controls. All the ones I don't know, which if you are a fan of League and you watch the LCS, is how they are able to zoom out farther during the large team fights. If anybody knows the hotkeys or how to do that, if you could inform me, that'd be pretty cool. Might be able to make the stream just a little bit better. Otherwise, I've learned how to get the objective timers and like stuff like that up there, so that's nice. We'll have that information available to us. Okay, 30-second countdown. I hope you're ready to be entertained. Are you not entertained? Gladiator's a quality movie. All right. And away we go. Into loading screen here. First game of the night, Post Eagles Esports versus other Kansas University Mule Rider Esports. Match number 1. Who will take home the big W? Okay, loading in here now. I'll get the names of some of the Eagles players named out for you here. So we're going to have RBTDVL up in the top lane on Mundo, WangHongYue on the Mordekaiser in the jungle, Vigor in the mid lane with Ryanite, Chromsu on the Kaisa. Well, I saw him play pretty well last night. Hopefully he's able to continue that. And Pike, of course, in Coach Denny's hands, who was able to collect up a lot of the bounties with the Pike. His nice ultimate is an execute, where if you kill someone and someone was going to get an assist with you, they actually get the same amount of gold you got for that kill. So this did happen to my stream last night. I had to exit out and get back in, so I suppose I'll just expedite that process here and just do that now, I guess, huh? It's nice that. Thanks, Rito. Yeah, a little spectator bug. I'm sure that's all that is. Yeah. There we go. Load back in like it never happened. Check out all the skins this time around, right? Which one's your favorite? The new Heartache Vi? Oh, I didn't have too much time. I like the new Vi skin though. Vi is one of my favorite characters actually. I like the player in the jungle. She's of course one of the main characters, Arcane. Oh, you have both Arcane characters in here. Pyro Bot 000 on the Jinx bottom, and then the Vi on the same team. If you're playing teamfight tactics, I believe those would be considered rivals actually. Let's go ahead and get some objective timers here. Get these time controls out here. Maybe bring that up. And we'll be looking into level 1. Oh, all 5 men for Eagles up in the top lane bush here. What are they looking for? They're looking for this, maybe a little invade. Into the blue sector of the blue side jungle. Yep. Spot it out. Spicy though, I like it. Might be going for the counter delayed invade now from Arkansas here though. The Mule Riders. Okay, everybody getting a little luck, a little deep wardage onto the enemy blue buff from the Mule Riders there. My stream last night. Okay, making sure all of our audio quality is good. Whoops. Direct the camera back up. Okay. So, you're going to have a red start from both junglers here. Well, not red start, but bot side start. Red start for Vi, blue start for Mordekaiser, meaning they're both starting on the bottom side of their jungle. The bot side was able to help Leash get the clearing accelerated a little bit there, get them up towards that top lane, which you wouldn't think is going to be too volatile. A little hook from Coach Denny early on here, get some poke down onto the Senna. Not Senna, that's a Sona. Yeah, nice little trade patterns. Oh, flash for flash. Denny hook into the Sona's able to flash out of the way there. Nice reaction times. Level 2 spike is what he was going for there. You'll notice the Kaisa and the Pyke were able to get level 2, and the Jinx and Sona were level 1. So then he was going for the aggressive flash. Level 2 spike, probably ignite to be able to maybe one-shot the Sona, but she was able to actually reactionary flash out of the way of that. Rather impressive from Mon. Low key, obviously Pyro, that's my caster name, Pyro Bot, if you haven't noticed. Shout out to him. Jinx is a fun late game hyper scaling carry. Alright. Pretty reasonable early start here. Moored up in the farm sector. I didn't see if I decided to walk somewhere there, but I might have missed it. 3:30, the first scuttle was spawning. Moore is looking to pick that up. Viger, only 8 farm. Should be looking to stack. However, these early levels, like I was saying, can be hard. There he is. Silas just goes in on you. You really just gotta stay back. Position the waves the best you can in order to farm your Q there. Your Q, each minion you kill with it, each time you get a last hit on a minion with your Q, you gain 1 ability power. 1 ability power. And then just keep stacking it throughout the whole game. By the end of the game, you might have an additional 200, 300, 400 ability power simply from farming those minions with your Q. You also do get the stacks procced from hitting enemy champions with any of your abilities, so scuffling and fighting can be done that way too, but ideally early on, you see that you're not really doing much damage. You're just looking to get the stacks off. Bonk. Yep, another stack. That's 1 ability power there. Alright. No deaths yet. 5 minutes in. 0-0. Gold. About dead even. Vi might be looking to wrap up around on a gank onto Mundo here. He does have the bush warded, so he'll be able to spot this out, but is he able to get out of town on time? Vi charges up her Q, goes in. Mundo says he goes where he pleases, because he's Mundo. Look at that, Mundo. Big weight. Jim Universe Mundo. I think that was the skin he was using there. Whoop. Silas comes in. Nice cage by Ryanite there, and able to disengage the Silas is engaged there. Alright. 5 minutes in here, Dragon has spawned red side here, which would be post Eagles, looking to get that warded up. Pink ward down. Not starting it up yet though, looking to spot out their jungle. Mordekaiser's able to spot out their Vi, level 5 to level 4. One-on-one side, this is going to have the better angle at this though. You do see Veigar roaming down here, along with the Sona roaming up. This is now turning into a 4-on-2. Mordekaiser probably bit off a little more than he can chew. They did have nice setup on the vision. Silas is going to be able to... Okay, so Silas is going to be able to follow up with the kill on the Veigar. That's a 2-for-0. Honestly, I think Mordekaiser did go a little too far deep there. Silas had the better angle on the roam. Veigar wasn't able to get there on time. And very impressively, the bottom lane from Arkansas was actually able to roam up just as quick and was right there to answer the Mordekaiser and bait. Mordekaiser did have a level 1 Vi, does have CS up. One-on-one, he probably most definitely would have won out, but just where you were at on the map, the enemy team was able to answer that play a little bit quicker. Alright, nice vision clear out from the Eagles here, able to get control of this tri-brush. That's always a good feeling when you're red side and you get a control of the blue side's tri-brush. It's a good vision onto the gank, so if you play up a little bit and you see Vi walking over, you can waste your good old time just by walking on out of there. Though with how low Vi is, I believe she will be resetting here. So 2 kills to none for Arkansas University here. However, the gold is about still dead even. So although there's a 2-kill gold lead, you'll see some slight gold advantages in the farm sector on the Eagles here, which is pretty good. Mordekaiser up, Kaisa up, even the Mundo's up a little, although his wave's pushing in. Yeah, the Malphite's going to be able to even that farm out. Alright. Vi looking to clear out some vision towards that dragon. They do still have their bush warded there, so Vi will be spotted out. Mordekaiser picking up his red, looking to hop over to the Rift Herald, looking to start that up actually. Alright, so Mundo drops down to help the Mordekaiser on the Rift Herald. You want to see that? Yeah, it's right here, thanks direct to the camera. Mord is able to pick that up. Vi's looking for a potential bottom gank here. Oh, the Pike looking to hook in, stun out, but Kaisa's got to get out of town. Vi ults in, locks her down, and is able to get the follow-up with the Jinx. Pyro bot 0-0 with the kill picked up. A little extra gold in the Jinx's hand is exactly what she wants. Notably, once you get your mythic, you become a little stronger, but until you have really 2 to 3 items, used to always be 3 items on ADCs, but now there's different spikes between different items. You start to really scale into that late game very well. Sona protecting you and giving you those heals and shields just feels that much better. Let's see where Mordekaiser decides to put this pressure. Mordekaiser's had some pretty good invade. He's been clearing out a lot of the enemy camps and getting some CS advantages. However, Vi's able to get a few extra ganks off for her lane. So we'll see how it evens out here in the long run. Little base stop from Kai'Sa. Shooting her with that plasma. Pyke with the hook onto Jinx. Jinx flash. Okay, that's a good summoner spell got there. Jinx flash for basically nothing, just a hook there, which they actually probably did have to follow up in order to burst her down potentially. You don't know for sure with the Sona there behind her back, but she flashed for safety. She didn't want to deal with any of that. Another flash! These Pyke hooks just dropping these flashes like flies. Man, that's quality hookage there. You'll see Kai'Sa able to get this little chunk down Pyke with a just shy hook there. Sylas is looking to roam down there though. The spot lane's getting pressured pretty good. Sylas might put himself in a bad spot with this wave. Taking a second to look, but red side does have this ward. Look, Post Eagles can see this. They ping out Sylas, dropping down here. They say we gotta get out. Hopefully Chromsu is able to get out of here. Blows his flash to get the safety. Fair flash there. Sylas probably would have had the angle to get on top of him if otherwise he did not flash. So that's no flashes bottom. None. There's just no flashes. Actually no sums other than Pyke, Ignite, and Sona heal. Oh, the engage onto Jinx. Pyke's able to get her down, and Chromsu is able to pick up the kill with the Kai'Sa. Awkwardly enough, drops just before Pyke drops his ult. Did she get the extra gold? I don't think so. I think, oh, there he is. Pyke did get a little extra gold from that. Extra gold either way, it doesn't matter. Bonus. Cha-ching. Okay. Top lane, if either of these guys kill each other solo, they probably did something wrong. It's a big tank versus tank fight. You're probably not going to end up dying on either side of this matchup without other jungle or laner involvement. There we go. Oh, by the way, if Mordekaiser brings Vi into his realm here, Vi's trying to extend it out, but doesn't last long enough. Mordekaiser's able to get the takedown here, but finds himself too deep in the enemy jungles, picked up by the Sylas. 1-for-1 trade, little deep dive. This Mordekaiser has been living in his enemy's jungle. Post esports, down in kills, but up in gold. No, that's something. It's actually a sign that they are playing well. Oh, hook onto the Sona here. Sona able just to heal up though, get her shields out, say, no biggie, I'm under tower.
Turret plating will fall soon.
Okay. They are dominating that vision down there too as well. I like them getting control of that try, maintaining it with the pink, making sure that this Vi can't get down and get a gank, bring their bot lane back into it here. It's actually relatively even between Jinx and Kai'Sa. Both have their boots and the mythic. They decided to take the same mythic. I believe it's called Kraken Slayer. Let's just take a little gander here. Yes, Kraken Slayer. Every third attack deals an additional 83 true damage, ignoring any resistances. Pretty good item on someone who's looking to do mainly just that, auto attacking. Oh, Vigor, Cage, goes just a little wide there. Oh, the double stun flash from the Pyke is able to get the Jinx down with the ult here. Are they able to pick up the Sona too? Pyke's gonna charge up his Q. The ult in gets the execute, the double kill for the Pyke and the Kai'Sa. Take them both down. just after 14 minutes here. The plates do drop. They won't be able to pick up any extra plate gold, but it looks like they might rotate around towards this dragon and pick it up if they're able to, although their Mordekaiser jungle is yet again living in this Vi's jungle. Okay, so Pike and Kaisa decide to reset, spend a lot of that gold they just got. That's fair. They probably have a lot of extra gold. Boots come in complete with an extra dagger here. Kaisa's a little fun because you gotta build kind of awkwardly. Her Q scales off of attack damage, her W scales off of ability power, and her E scales off of attack speed. So no matter which one you build, you actually get to upgrade your ability eventually. So sometimes it's a little funny. You'll find yourself buying just a few extra long swords or something like that just to get that extra tick of damage so you can upgrade your ability. Oh, Pike with the Jinx pull over the wall just lets her know he's there. Make sure that she's scared, staying on her toes, getting hit by every single one of those pike hooks. Mordekaiser picking up the enemy blue buff, says this is mine, it's been mine all game. He has the Rift Herald now too. I'm gonna assume he dropped the other one mid earlier. I missed it. I'm just assuming mid because that tower's pretty chunked down and he definitely didn't drop it bot. Up. Oh, but the setup for drag from Arkansas here, they're able to pick it up. Yes, they are. That's 2 drags, a little bit of drag stacking going the way of the Mule Riders. Yeah. Good old top lane tank v tank action. Probably take them a good 3 minutes to kill each other if they tried. You'll see the Jack Show item purchased through here for the Malphite and the Heart Steel item purchased through for the Mundo. Both tank related items. The Heart Steel gears more towards giving health, straight up flat health. And the Jack Show is more about the extra resistances, which plays into both of their champions' kits fairly well. Mundo's a health percentage dealing damage type of guy, where Malphite, believe it or not, most of his abilities scale off of armor. Not most, really just his W, I believe. But either way, it does more damage the more armor you have. Can Kaisa pick up this bomb tower? Chromsu would love to get that in her pocket, but not quite, as the enemy bot lane shows up to respond here. Looking to get that try control going again. I like the vision control. Very nice. They did have a little issues with that in some of the previous games I watched, so it's nice to see. Malphite ults to get out of town. Blows his flash too. Alt flash just to get out of that gank from that Malzahar. Not Malzahar. That is not Malzahar. Mordekaiser. Oh, Vi coming around. I do believe, yep, all the pings going down. Post Eagles do spot that out. She's just going to go look to clear Scuttle, and the Eagles will play it a little bit safe towards the bot side there. But one thing here. Nope. Okay. Back in the action. I hope we didn't miss too much. I picked the dull time. Look at that. Perfect time. Everybody's back and resetting. Not too much action we missed there. You do have Baron coming up in 30 seconds here, and neither team's probably going to be looking to get that on the spawn, but as we crest 20 minutes here, it's always good to note one of your big late game ending objectives. Looking at 20-minute mark yet again. Reevaluate. We are 4-4 on the kills, 2 drags to none on our Kansas 2 Eagles. However, the Eagles have a nice little gold lead for themselves. About 3,000 gold up on the Mule Riders here. Close to this. That is my fault. Trying to move my mouse pad here. It's not working out too well. Come on. There you go. Much better. Alright. Kaisa coming in strong with 2 items. Vi's looking to get this gank on them finally, though. She ults in, locks her down. Kaisa's got to get out of town, and she's not able to. Our Kansas able to bring it back with a double kill in the bot lane between the jungler and the 2 bottom. Jinx 2-2 and 2, 188 farm. Probably going to be a little bit closer to even with the Kaisa now. Kaisa did have a nice little farm advantage going there for a bit. They pushed up a little too far without any response from their own team, and Vi was able to get the gank off and lock her down. Looking towards this drag in the next minute and 30 seconds here. 6 seconds here. That's red buff. 6, 2, 1. Drag has spawned. So we are going to have the Cloud Drake as the Cloud Soul as Mordekaiser comes down and takes out Jinx. Gets Sona with the pull. The Vigor lockdown isn't quite there just because she's actually in the realm of Mordekaiser. Mordekaiser altered her into his own realm and said, come here. Drops down the hammer. Vi just trying to get out of here. Pike in with the hook, just goes wide. Silas now running for the hills too. Post Eagles ping and drag, looking to rotate over, maybe clear out that pink ward on your way over there. Yep, there you go. And then pick up this drag. Okay, Post Eagles with a little bit of a lead. They're able to even out the drag. Slow down the stacking from our Kansas here. They still have a little bit of a gold lead, and the kills are even. What more could you want from a game of Friday Night League of Legends between 2 hot teams, Post Eagles and the Southern Arkansas Riders? Oh, good vision clear. Woo. The LCS would cheer for that. Alright. Coach Denny clearing out some more vision. Okay, both tanky top laners just getting more and more beefy. So this is a fun one. We might have a moment here to look at Heart Steal. So you charge up a powerful attack while over 3 seconds within 700 range of them. The charge attack deals bonus damage based on your max health and grants you 33 permanent max health. So literally, if you're able to get those procs off continuously and multiply, that's a word, sure, then you're able to stack it up multiple times. It's just permanent max health, right? You just keep gaining like 33, 33, 33. And sooner or later, that and Grass, you also gain permanent max health. I believe it's based at 5. So you can really just stack up your HP into somewhat indefinitely, kind of like Vigor will be stacking up his Qs. You might be seeing some mid lane fight here with Denny's aggressive posturing. Nope, he's able to just slark his way out of there. Curious, let's check them out. 132 on these stacks. Let's get back to that directed camera. Honestly, you probably would at this point in the game like to have a little more stacks, but 132 isn't too bad. Along with his little bit of bursty items. Pike going in, though, flashes in on the Jinx, gets the stun, gets the knock up. isn't enough. It is enough with the execute. Yeah, I don't know the name of his ultimate. I should probably look it up. He jumps up, he slams down in the shape of an X, and it's an execute. If you're under a certain amount of health, you die. Denny with the solid pickup here, because that actually is extra gold. The ult that I noted before that's able to give you and your person who got an assist the same amount of gold you got for the kill. Mordekaiser, I don't know if he's done his side of the jungle. He's just lived in this jungle over here. He's having a good old time farming those camps. Kaisa says, don't worry, guy, I got you. I'll get your camps over here. Sona, DJing it out. That is DJ Sona, one of the better skins. In the menu, if you have a DJ Sona in your game, you actually get to listen to a different music track. So you can actually turn that on and off. Fun fact. Here they go. Yep. Bonk, bonk. Gosh, that is exciting. Okay. Ooh, the ult in for the Vi. Okay, now Vi's in the prison. Duking out one-on-one, mono-e-mono. Oh, it only lasts so long, though. Mordekaiser's now out of the ult. Finds himself in the middle of 4 people he might not want to be fighting. And he goes down, believe, worth a shutdown. He's worth 300 extra gold. That's a 600 gold giveover. Oh, man. The other team's going to be happy about that one. That's actually going to help even the gold lead out a little bit. Puts them in the kill lead here. 8-7 for our Kansas University. Gold starting to even out a little bit here. Jinx, Pyro, Bot, 0-0. That top lane they keep punching each other. Here we go, little flash from Silas going on to Coach Denny. He's able to burst him down along with the Jinx follow-up. Kaisa's got to get out of town after his buddy support goes down there. Pyke pretty good at engaging, pretty decent at disengaging, but the Silas was able to flash in and stun him down and get enough burst damage before he's able to slark his way out of there. Which means it might be the 3rd dragon for our Kansas Mule Esports here. Mule Riders riding these drags out. Vigor insta-flash as soon as he sees the Silas. Silas a little early on the dash, though. Gets caught up in the cage. Doesn't matter. No. No, it does not. Silas takes down the Vigor mono-e-mono. Vigor's pretty vengeful, though. I'll tell you, it's pretty evil. He'll come back with a vengeance. Mordekaiser looking to get a drag. Ooh, he does not get it. Ooh, okay. So the Vigor and the Pyke do drop down there. Sorry, I was reading the quality commentary in the Twitch chats. I missed exactly what happened, but either way, somebody died, somebody got a kill. Good job. 44 to 44,000 dead even in the gold sector here. According to the comments, we've got a DC, but I didn't see a pause. However, it's doing this. So, yes, whatever that means. You determine. Okay, I guess we could take now. Oh, never mind. No, we're back in it. Silas, 502. 10 stacks on his Rod of Ages, but worth 500 extra gold. Right now, our Kansas University could look to play through Silas in the team fights, and quite honestly, he can get pretty scrappy, live through the fights, get a lot of damage off, get a Zonia, stall out the fight, and continue onward, getting his damage down. Couldn't even steal a Veer out for a solid execute. So he's feeling pretty good. If the Eagles are able to get the Silas out of the fight via maybe Pike lockdown, Pike's really good at getting lockdown on a singular target. Maybe Mordekaiser ults him in, beats him down with his big hammer. Beyond that, though, Silas has time in these fights. You'll see him really duking out. Coach Denny, though, going for Malphite. Malphite ults to safety. That's a cooldown there for engaging for the Arkansas University. Oh, Jinx picking up the red, looking to get as much gold in her pockets as she can. Both ADCs farming very well. 266, 276 at 30 minutes. That's not too shy of the 10-minute gold standard, 10 CS per minute gold standard that everybody would like to obtain, but most do not. I don't, that's for sure. I try. Alright. Sona getting pulled in from Mordekaiser. Did he drop the ult? He did on the Jinx. Quality target. Pyro bot looks like he's like just a pixel off of that blast cone in order to get over the wall. Post Eagles Esports with a double kill. They pick up the bot lane and probably going to be able to rotate over towards this Baron. Can this Malphite do anything about it? He just got ult back up. He might ult in and sacrifice himself. I don't know. No, he's going to decide not to. Post Eagles take down Baron, and that's a Baron power play right there. We have no sponsors for it, so it's a Pyro Baron power play for you. Alright, Eagles able to pick up Baron after getting a nice pick onto the Jinx. Mordekaiser found her in the jungle, threw down the ult. Jinx couldn't go anywhere once you're imprisoned in that ult, unless you have a Quicksilver Sash. I do not believe you can really get out of it earlier than you would want. That was a Vi chroma on that Vi skin too, I think. Pretty sweet. It's like a green and white chroma. The important thing. Look at it. Yeah. Baron buff feels great to push in with. You'll notice the minions are rather larger. They might be shooting a little bit more purple. That's the Baron buff right there at work for you. Oh, a little slam down on the ground, trying to clear out this wave. Malphite's a tanky boy. He can tank those shots. He's a big rock. Alright, Mordekaiser clearing out some jungle wardage. Ooh, look at all this wardage on the red. Right here. So some nice deep wards with that dragon coming up soon. They'll be looking to set up this Dragnot, let the Mule Rider Esports team pick up their fourth and final Drake for Soul. They would love to do so. That's actually part of their win conditions. Gold's still relatively even, so if they can get this Soul, that'd be huge for them. They're trying to look for an angle. A lot of good wordage they already know is down from Post Eagles Esports here. And the Drake is started up. Let's see who ends up getting it here. Vi with an aggressive posture, looking to walk up pretty far. Gets trapped into the thing, and then, oh my goodness, Vi goes in and steals. How did she get it? She must have smited it while she was stunned, but she picked up that Drake. But do they win the fight? I don't think they do. They spend 3 for the Drake. They are able to pick up that Cloud Dragon Soul there, though. It means a lot of extra move speed for them. Well, there's the individuals for you. Yeah, out of combat move speed and some slow resistances means they won't be able to get slowed down nearly as much there. They're going to be able to push in here with Baron buff, only 2 to defend from Mule Riders here. Based on these timers, there's a chance, I don't think so, that Eagles will be able to close it out right here. However, they play their cards right, they use their advantages, this gold lead. They should be able to close this game out within the next 5 or so minutes here. Vi looking for potential engage, decides not to go in. Cage comes down from Vigor to really kind of fizzle everything out. Picks up 2 inhibitor turns and inhibitors for opposed eagles there. Mid and bot both go down. That's a lot of gold. They were able to they weren't able to get the Cloud Soul deny. So the slimmest hope from the Mule Riders, they were able to pick up the Dragon Soul for themselves there. However, they lost 3 people and 2 inhibitors and inhibitor towers. So quite the trade. It's a scary, slippery slope out there.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
Yeah, Chromsu's been doing very well. He's still hovering right around the 10 CS per minute mark there, 324 with a 300 gold bounty on his head. And some of the games I watched last night, he was able to kite out the fights very well and get a lot of his damage down efficiently. Oh, more guys are going in here.
Turret has been destroyed.
Okay, little pike hook there. Silas decides to go in, decides to not go in. Oh, hook in from Pike, but it's the big guy, it's the Malphite. Are they able to get enough damage down? Malphite ults onto the back line here. Is this the fight the post wants? I don't know. Arkansas able to space that out pretty well. The hook being onto the Malphite, him able to ult into the back lane. Probably wasn't exactly what they were looking for. Mundo able to tank a lot here. The cage come down from Vigor. The hook from the Pike on the Silas. Kaisa can't follow up on the damage on the Silas due to the stopwatch coming out. That is a Zonia's, and the follow-up damage does come down from the Silas. They're able to pick up a 3 for none for the Mule Riders. Woo! That is a 3 for 0. They took out the Mordekaiser, the Vigor, the Kaisa, the 3 carries, the 3 damage dealers on the side of the Eagles. And they're looking to potentially set themselves up with a Baron, as it will be spawning in about 15 seconds here. They don't really have too many members in the area, so maybe it'll just be a little vision clear out, reset, regroup, spend that gold you just got. I wouldn't be too surprised if some of those kills that went down had shutdown gold involved. I could be wrong. So, you're going to see Mordekaiser ulting in on this Jinx here, and it's just not enough. I noted it. She actually did buy it. So, she was able to just use this item and just get out of the Mordekaiser ult. That's why it was way shorter than any of the previous ones you might have seen before. And that is a Baron going down to Southern Arkansas University. Mordekaiser... I mean, I guess we would have known they were there. It would have been a factor of your team coming over with you, so that's okay. He was trying to get the Baron play down. He knew that Mule Riders were going to be looking to pick that up. Pike flanking around onto this Jinx. Kaisa ulting in on the Jinx. Ultra Instinct. Not enough. Killer Instinct. Ultra Instinct. Mundo ults in. Or not ults in, but he ults trying to stay alive. The healing is absolutely absurd. They cannot kill him, but this Malphite is tanking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 tower shots. That was insane. That Malphite was a tank of tanks. He was able to tank about 10 tower shots while they very slowly bursted that Mundo down under that tower. Ooh! Able to really put this pressure forward. Now, advantage leaning towards the Mule Riders here. We got about 3,000 gold lead, 4 kills, 6 kills, a couple of item advantages. That Jinx is really stacking up now. Late game hyper scaling carry. She's got 1, 2, 3, 4 items with boots and anti-heal to follow it up. probably most smart buy would be the Mercurial Scepter Schmister, as it will help him get out of the Mordekaiser ult, which Mordekaiser has been smartly being able to pick her out of the fights. Can't have much heals and shielding whenever you are taking out of the fighting. We'll have some nice Baron pushing coming from the Mule Riders here. They also did pick up Elder, which is a very nice buff. It gives every single person on the team a execute bar. You'll notice because there had a little dash on his health. If he drops below that health due to one of their team, he's taken out of the game. Alright, the dance is happening. Can Post Eagles defend here? This Baron push along with Malphite ults in onto the Mordekaiser. Mordekaiser ults, tries and yep, he's taken down by the you'll see the Vigor ult coming through here, taking out the Sona in a one-shot. Pyke gets taken out by the Elder Buff. The Elder Buff execute. He would have lived otherwise. Oh no. Eagles, they really need to defend here. This is it. I think that might have been it. Only Vigor and Kaisa left. Just 4 taking on the Nexus. Taking it all down. Kaisa ults does what she can, but it's not enough. It's just not enough with Outer Buff and Baron Buff on top. Mule Rider Esports is able to take game number 1. Not so much in a decisive fashion. That was actually very back and forth, very entertaining to watch. Both teams played well, getting their objectives, playing through their winning roles. Alright. Match 1 to Mule Riders Esports. I'll get that all updated here. We'll end up going into draft number 2 momentarily here. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Jinx with the highest damage in the game right next to Chromsu. Both them did very well. Alright, I'll update a few things here. Fill up my water. You guys get your chips, get your snacks, do what you gotta do. We will be right back. Alright, welcome back. We are still getting reset up. They're redoing everything. There's been a few people had to restart their computer. You know how League can be. It can be a little buggy. As they get that reset up, I figured, why not? Let's watch one of these League cinematics here. One of my favorites, The Call, Season 22 League cinematic. So I'll just play this for a few moments while our players get everything reset here. They're just typing it out. This one sends chills down your spine. Alright, I'm gonna go finish, get my drink. Oh, they're still getting set up. Oh, Pantheon though. He hasn't had it. He's not done. Ooh, Awaken. Trying to be quick 10's favorite leaks in there. Woo. Tell me that doesn't send a couple shivers down your spine. Let's check on our guys here. Oh, and they are getting into draft. What perfect timing. We're all hyped up now, ready for it. They're rising into the call. Alright, as the Eagles here are going to ban out the Silas, who was able to give them some problems last game. That's pretty fair. Warwick banned, and our Forge Guard, we just saw in the beginning and end of our cinematic there, has also been banned out. So, no forging for him tonight, I suppose. At least not in this match. The Dr. Mundo yet again picked up. Nice tanky. He was able to soak up a lot of damage last game in the front line. Xin Zhao this time around from WangHongYue. Malphite again picked up, so it looks like we're going to be looking at the exact same top lane matchup. That would be Mundo versus Malphite, most likely, unless they flex him into a different spot. Diana going to be picked up. That can actually be a most likely jungle pick there. Swain into the Malzahar. So from both teams, I'd say we have top, mid, and jungle picked, which is not the normal order you see. Leaving both bot lanes last, but you'll probably see a support and bot banned out from each team here in these last two picks. Pyke banned out. Gwen was banned out, I guess. You know, they could be flexing still. They could be moving some stuff around. Swain could be support. Malphite top. Diana jungle or mid. There's plenty of flex going on the side of Arkansas over there.
I'll beat it out of you.
Alright. Let's see what the Eagles plan on rounding their composition off with. The Twitch Sona lane, okay. And then the Ash Serapharine, I always mess that name up, on the side of Neil Ryder Esports here. So Eagles gonna be Mundo top, Zinzal jungle, Malzahar middle, Twitch and Sona in the bot lane, along with Mule Riders having Malphite top. We're gonna say Diana jungle, Swain mid, Ash bot, along with Seraphine supporting her there. Okay, I like both teams. I like the team comps. Game number 1 did go to Mule Rider Esports. I did update that in the match thing there. Should be showing. Yep, great. So we're all set to go. 15 seconds in the match number 2 here. Best of 5. Friday night League of Legends. Woo! And the crowd goes wild. Just kidding. 2 minutes, 50 seconds. Spectator time delay. Woo! Alright. I tend to forget about that one, but here we are. Talk a little bit about what they're planning to do. Ash Serapharine, rather a pokey type of comp. They are looking to get a lot of the poke damage down, good vision, and they just go well into the team fighting. I would say neither one of them are going to be hyper carrying the game by themselves, but they are able to provide a lot of utility for their team. Whereas the Twitch Sona lane, if Twitch gets a little bit far ahead there, he is able to carry the game himself. Outputs a lot of surprise damage. A lot of times you can position well while invisible, and if you can get a good ult off, you can a lot of times kill 2, 3, maybe even get a pentakill. But we'll see what happens. Chromsu has been playing well. Coach Denny looking to be more of a disengage healing type of support instead of the Pyke, which is the more aggressive, go in, hook them up, stun them down type of support. Malzahar provides a lot of lockdown. As we all know, his R just locks you down, point and click. It's pretty darn good, but can also be countered. We did see that Scepter QSS bought by Jinx last game in order to get out of the Malzahar ult around that Baron fight that they were able to turn it into the win for the Mule Riders. That was Pyro, by the way. I'm Pyro, but Pyro bot 00 is the Ashe player. She played Jinx last game. As we get within 1 minute of our delay here, we'll be going into match number 2. Post Eagles 0, Mule Riders 1 on the best of 3 match so far. Hope you have your pop and chips and water ready to go. It's going to be an exciting one. You're not going to have time to move out of your seat. I wish I had my webcam. You guys can't see me. I'll get it back up next match there. Guess I could put a little picture of me in the corner. I doubt you actually care. But hey, we're here. Alright, loading into match number 2. RBTDVL on the Mundo again, top up against Ojamar Feather on the Malphite. Ojama Feather. Ojama Feather Malphite top lane. You're gonna have WangHongYue on the Xin Zhao, and up against Diana. I'm Chaotic in the jungle. Ryanite Malzahar up against Jinhomon on the Swain. Chromsu on the Twitch this time around. He's been playing some Kaisa, but he's on the Twitch this time around, up with Coach Denny on the Sona. Pyro bot played Jinx last game, is looking to play Ashe this time around. And then Amon is on the Seraphine. Last time around, he was on the Sona, which you see across the rift here in Denny's hands.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
Yeah, so it'll be quick 10. The all-in with Diana and the Malphite and the Swain. They are able to be continuously running forward. Malphite's able to knock up multiple people at one single time. Combo wombo in with a Diana ult either way. Whoever ults first, the other one's able to layer up the CC right on top. And then the Swain, you know, he's the menace that just never ever dies in the team fight. Gets that continuous sustained damage out and sustains his life. Looks like jungles are going to be starting on the bot side, both of them, Diana and the Xin Zhao. Both bot lanes will be able to help leash here, get the red buff started a little quicker, get their clear done before 3:30 so they can get to that top side. At least that's what's predicted. If someone takes a little bit of a different path, maybe bot lane gets pushed up one way or the other, someone might decide to delay a top clear into a bottom gank early on here. You do get level 3 for clearing out all 3 of those camps. And we will get these back on here. Time control. There they are, our good old information panels. Timers and scoreboard. All the juicy info on the items will be purchased, CS amounts, the number of little minions they were able to successfully last hit. Ashe, good poke. Yes, the Ashe Seraphine lane will be able to poke them out. Seraphine. Oh, yeah, I can't say that name. Sona and Twitch looking to probably be rather passive early on until like level 6. They won't be able to do a whole ton. Looks like both junglers did make their way top. Zen maybe could have had a cheesy gank bottom, but red side did have it warded out. Swain able to get the stun pull onto Ryanite's Malzahar here. I'm no Swain player, but I believe if you get hit with the big crow circle, it takes a while to come down. He gets some form of indefinite stacking. Alright, Mr. Grata claiming, ooh, draft diff. I mean, very well could be, however, League is always a game that needs to be played out here. You'll see Diana getting the first blood onto Xin Zhao. Xin Zhao goes in onto Diana in the top try and is able not to get the one-on-one here. Mundo was looking to roam down, but Diana was able to burst him down before Mundo could even get there. Swain getting the shield poked off of Malzahar. Malzahar does have a passive where his shield comes up. and is able to not get hit by the next ability that comes his way. No engage on the blue side. On the Twitch chat there, yes. Yeah, I mean, they do have the Xin Zhao who's able to go in rather aggressively. He would normally want him to be play from ahead, get the ult off. But hold on, we have maybe a look onto the Sona here as Coach Denny almost goes down to the Ashe, but does not quite go down. Yeah, I mean, Xin Zhao is able to go in, get some knock up, and get the ult off where the other people aren't able to go in on him. They have a decent front line with Mundo, but yes, they have no real true engage, no J4 Wallow combo or Diana Malphite ultin like that. So I would agree with you there. However, they are able to play it out a little differently, and if they get played into, they'd probably be able to re-engage rather well. So they gotta play it patiently here. Maybe play around these neutral objectives. Okay. Swain successfully poking off that shield. That can be one of the more annoying things to face against Malzahar. But realistically, not too much will be going down in this lane without jungler interference. Same as top lane, where there's just two big tanks bonking each other on the head. Unless someone severely misplays it, they'll both just live throughout this lane, kind of handshake farm these minions up top here. Tank v tank top matchup. It's always pretty entertaining, as they both successfully get their cannons. Good job, guys. Bottom lane here, you'll be looking Ashe with the better buy. She is able to pick up the Noon Quiver. Yep, the Noon Quiver. Where Ashe, I mean, picks up reasonable. I mean, Twitch is able to pick up some good stats. Twitch is one of the ones that does not always opt into a Mythic first. He'll actually sometimes opt in the Blade of the Rune King to get that sustain and extra little burst speed and damage off there. Xin able to pick up a little bit of top jungle, however, he's looking for an angle onto the Swain. Probably won't be able to find it. Is spotted out. Potentially here. No, he's patiently waiting. Engage. Malzahar ult in. Xin goes in. Is able to get the follow-up. Are they able to get enough damage? No. The Swain's able to pop his ult and disengage and just simply walk away there. Diana clearing out her blue. Feeling pretty happy her mid lane didn't die there to the Xin Zhao gank, I'm sure. Probably going to be looking to set up some vision around this Drake, pick it up. They do already have that pink buff, or pink ward right there. Right behind Dragon Pit, so they have good information if that Zin's going to be looking around. Diana on the... Ooh, messes up there. You normally want to get the shield off before you get the ult on the Malzahar. She was not able to. Oh, the re-engage onto the Ashe here. Ashe has to flash out, gets marked by Xin Zhao. Xin Zhao goes in, is he able to get the knock up? Twitch following up. Twitch, Chromsu is able to pick up the Ashe kill onto Pyro bot 00. That was a good play there. It's 1-1, 11k each, 8 minutes in. Rift Herald just spawned. First drag is still up. A lot of neutral objectives still out on the map. No plates got. This game, steady, even going to 8 minutes. Could be anybody's game here. We always like to see a even match, a little back and forth, everybody duking it out. It's not really fun to watch when one team kind of just landslides it one way or the other. Well, it can be fun if that's your team, I guess. I'm a unbiased caster here. Alright. Ryanite, notably, from the previous games I've watched, has been farming a lot better. Although he's playing Malzahar, not overly complicated, but still kudos to him for CSing a little bit better than he has been in some of these previous games. Xin gonna clear out the Squirier's Bloom, get a little vision down, see that Mule Esports is roaming up towards the Drake here. Does look like they're gonna start that up. There they are. We'd rather watch this. Let's just check here. So they're going to start up the dragon here. It doesn't look like blue side's going to be able to respond. So they will probably be able to pick that up pretty cleanly. Normally you'd see a potential trade towards Rift Herald. Like if they did spot out all 3 characters going towards that Drake. Xin Zhao, Mundo did have the push. Xin Zhao could have made a straight rush towards Herald, which they are going to start up now. Arguably slightly late on it, however, bot does go back to respond. Diana continues farming. I do think that the Eagles will be able to pick up the trade objective here with the Rift Herald. Alright. So as far as where the gold is on both teams, I mean, everybody's still farming out. Nobody actually has their mythic yet, but Denny was able to pick up one of the kills, which if the Eagles are going to win, I would say that Twitch is their main win con in these team fights. It will be up to everybody else to be able to kite out the fights and keep him alive. There is massive amounts engaged. As we see the Ash ult going in onto the Sona here. Follow-up damage is there. The Seraphine ult follows up and is able to pick up the kill. So Twitch not able to get enough damage off there to save his Sona. And they're going to walk away and reset off of that. The Ash ult into the Seraphine ult that's playing enough CC to lock someone down for a long period of time. And if Chromsu would have been the one to take that, he did take cleanse. He probably would have been able to cleanse that and walk away a little bit safer. But unfortunately, it was Coach Denny that took the brunt of the Ash arrow and went down there in the hands of Seraphine. Did pick up the kill. It wasn't on the ADCs here, so we'll see how that all plays out. Looks like they're going to look to get this Rift Herald mid here. Yep. Xin Zhao dropping Rift mid. They're going to push it out. Diana's looking to respond. They should be able to get a plate or 2 off of this, though. I don't think Diana will be able to. She does go in. Ults engages, but the re-engage by Malzahar ult into the Xin re-engage is able enough to bring her down. She thought she had a little something there, ulting in on Xin Zhao, and they're able to turn it around right on her. The exhaust comes down onto Swain. Swain's just trying to get them off his tower at this point. Clear the wave out. And that they do. However, that is for the Eagles a Rift Herald down, few plates got, and a kill onto the Diana opposing jungler. Xin Zhao looking for a play bot maybe, but does get spotted out by this pink ward here in the bush. He decides to go in anyhow. Does he get the knock up? The Sona ult comes through, and Chromsu was able to pick up the Ash kill on Pyro. Bot 0-0. Getting the gold exactly where they want it onto this Twitch here. Xin Zhao having a pretty proactive early game, which arguably he kind of does have to have. He does not exactly scale extraordinarily well into the late game, but early on can be very, very effective, getting these knockups and engage stuns from rather far away, which he's been able to do. Oh, you'll see the Ash arrow coming out onto Sona, who might be a little far stepped up. However, is able to flash the Seraphine ult follow-up. Diana is looking for an angle here. Is she able to find it? Nope. Gets slowed down by Twitch, but decides to go in anyhow. Sona a little far up gets picked, but Zin's able to follow up and go in. He ults the other 2 off of him. They solo out Diana. Are they able to get this Ash on the bottom here? Ash flashes out. Xin dashing in. Can he get the 3rd auto? Doesn't matter. Twitch is able to have enough damage to kill the Ash here. That's a 2-for-1 trade on the side of the Eagles. Diana and Ash go down for the Sona. And a lot of the kills, I think both of them go onto the Twitch. This Twitch is 4-0-0. He is going to be feeling good. Seraphine, not Seraphine. That's fair. Thank you, HQ owned 1992. Seraphine, fine, right? Seraphine? We'll just have to accept that. I'll call her e-girl streamer. Yes, Malphite looks to push in this while Mundo had to reset. Has TP but decides to hold. Mundo finally gets back, responds to his top wave. So second track is up now. We'll look to see if the Mule Riders are going to look to pick that up to continue their stacking. Zin's looking to probably get a ward down here. He's at least hovering around the drag, figuring out if the enemy started up or not. Alright, Diana maybe looking to rotate over. Sees that she doesn't really have too many camps left. Just kind of biding her time in her own jungle there, but the Zin's out and the Sona and the Twitch are able to start this drag up, even out the drags. Probably going to be 1-1 after this unless Mule Rider's able to get steal, which they are not, and the Eagles are able to pick up the second drag. It's 1-1 on drags. The Chem plants bloom. There we go, folks. Chem Drake for our soul. Third Drake in the game is Chemtech Drake. That changes the map, and that will now make all of the plants. Ooh, Ashero just goes wide on the Sona. They're looking for maybe a little engage, but little did they know, I think that Zin's out was sitting in the bush there waiting for them. Oh, Zin's out, engage onto the Seraphine, and they're able to pick her up. They did not know Zinzal was prying around the corner there. He's able to get the Wind's Tempest. Oh, I think I might actually know the name of that. His long jabbing poke marks their enemy, and he's able to dash in on whoever he marks at a much longer range than he'd normally be able to dash. Okay, Twitch chat is trying to help me here to pronounce Seraphine's name, and it's just not going down. Seraphine. Is that it? I think I got it finally. Seraphine. Anyhow, we'll see a potential 3-man coming down bot here. Diana is also there. They might be looking for some type of Ashera engage as Swain decides to just charge forward, ghosts at his enemy, says, I'm going to try and get a pull, doesn't get the pull, and nothing really happens from that. Twitch kind of just walks away. As Herald is summoned up middle here, looks like they're going to be able to clear it out. Ash ult comes in onto the Zinzal. Oh, but the Malzahar ult on the Diana just to re-engage the Zinzal ult. The Diana ult. A lot of ults dropped there. And the Diana does go down there to Malzahar. Seraphine ults. Seraphine. Okay. Seraphine. And the Malzahar goes down to the Ash. Pyrobot's able to pick up the Malzahar finally there. They had 4 around him, kind of just deciding who they wanted to give the kill over there to. Alright, everybody's just kind of regrouping here, figuring out where they're gonna go next. You'll see a teleport in from Mundo, save his top lane from getting knocked down here from the Malphite. Big old rock was taking a couple slaps at it. You'll see everybody getting out to their waves, clearing up some of their jungle, probably looking to get some vision down. Next objectives, you'll see on the timers here, 113 on Baron, 145 on the Drag. Neither team will probably be looking exactly to get the 20-minute Baron, but If you get proper vision down, and maybe if the team's out of place, too many members committed to maybe bot side, something along those lines, you might be able to get a little burst down. Not exactly the best damage coming through from either side on Baron though, to be honest. Alright, as bot lane's gonna swap the top here, they were able to pick up the bottom tower, so commonly bot lane will now roam towards the top, try and get some pressure down there, maybe pick up the tower up here. It does look like bot lane from the Mule Riders is going to respond and like, whoop, little dance here. They're kind of trying to see where everybody's going. No, they decide to pick up the mid lane gold instead. Malphite stays top. Zin clearing out his jungle, just getting this little farm up. A couple mythics do come through here. Twitch did actually opt for his Kraken Slayer first instead of the Blade of the Rune King, which is pretty fair. I mean, just once you get both those items, that's where you really become really strong in the team fights. Pop your alt off, get a lot of life steal through. All right. 20 minutes in the game, 33 to 29,000 gold, 7 to 5. Eagles up 2 kills, a couple thousand gold. Eagles looking good on this Friday night. They were looking good last game too. They weren't able to close it out though. They had plenty of good plays. They had a little lead here and there. Maybe a few mistakes around the objectives. Oh, wait, we got a fight coming in. Seraph range off their ult, gets a stun on a few of them. However, that's the whole team. Diana comes in, gets an ult on 3. Swain comes in with his ult. A lot of AoE damage going on. And there's the combo wombo that the Twitch chat was talking about there. You saw the Malphite, the Diana, and the Swain all come down on the same 3-4 members there that were all grouped up. And they just weren't able to live through it. Mundo, whoop, little flash. Oh, doesn't matter. He gets the bonk. He gets the kill. Malphite goes down. Oh, well, Mundo's still going in. He just gets picked up by the Swain there. Xin Zhao maybe looking for a pickup here. Gets the kill on the Seraphine. He can probably 1v1 the Swain. Swain does not have ult at this point in time. But Diana finds him. Whoop, doesn't matter. He goes back in. Diana whiffs the Q. Xin Zhao showing him what he's made out of. Ashe is coming through here. Xin Zhao's on the hunt. Probably a little deep at this point, but it's just 2 up. Whoop. Diana with the extreme blast coming over. That looked a little far. That's because that is a Chemtech Drake plant. Yes, you get knocked back really far when you step on one of those. The healing plants heal you a little more, give you a little shield. And the, what's the other one? Oh, the vision plants. I think they just give a wider field of vision. So yes, those little plants, the Chemtech's Drake enhances all of those fun little mechanics that were introduced just a few years ago. 2 drags to 1 on the side of the Eagles. They're up a few thousand gold here, about 3,000 gold, 2 kills. They're feeling pretty good here. They do still have a hard time once they get all grouped up in those team fights, as we saw there that the Mule Riders were able to get their wombo combo out that they've been looking for. A lot of AoE damage on the multiple members, a lot of engage, and really take down a lot of their members. The saving grace was the Xin Zhao able to clean up like 3 of the kills there. And here these guys go. But the secret, the Twitch. He didn't see the Twitch. Malphite ults out of here, but he gets the sap slow from the Blade of the Rune King. It's probably enough to keep him slow enough. Diana ults in onto the Twitch though. Goes in. Twitch ults back. Can he get enough damage? Kites it out. Is able to walk backwards, but not quite enough. Diana lives with 1 health. Takes down the Twitch. Sona goes down too. Xin Zhao coming around from the other side, trying to get the flank around onto the back line, but he can't quite get it, decides to go in, probably maybe the wrong way. I don't know about this. Actually, never mind. Xin Zhao versus the world. Mundo just doing what he can. A 3-for-2 trade there. Quite the bloody battle up in the top lane. Oh, Swain deciding to engage on Malzahar here. Ults in. Malzahar ults him under the tower, gets a few shots off, doesn't quite do enough. And they both might just walk away from this one. I don't know yet, though. Swain getting a nice push off into the bottom tower here. Almost wins out on the 1v1. Not quite able to actually bring him down there, though. Okay, all in all, this game is holding on tight, keeping pretty even, close to the vest. 13 to 12, 40,000 to 38,000. The Eagles hanging on with this really strong Xin Zhao. That last fight was pretty crazy. A lot of low health bars, a lot of almost dead characters, but not quite going down. You see, this is a fun one over here. The Jack show onto the Diana. So you build into Tanky and a Baron build here. As we see Malphite ulting to get out of town. Xin Zhao had a nice angle on him. He would have knocked him up, slowed him down, and if Malphite didn't ult, there was a decent chance they were able to take him down, provided that no teammates were able to respond in time. There it is, that's what it does. It knocks the wards down to just one hit when you spot him out. Okay, here we go. Xin Zhao now, Mundo versus the Rock. He's trying. He's now got his team to follow him up, though. The Seraphine gets the ult onto 2. Xin Zhao, the fail flash over the wall, ends up going down to the Swain. Pop here. Sona coming through, trying to keep her Mundo alive. A few speed ups, a few heals, a little ultimate for his stun. It is not enough, though. Coach Denny ends up going down to the team and followed up by the Mundo, and they'll be able to take this right into the Baron pit. Huge mistake from the Eagles there. Probably a little too pushed up there on the top side there after Malphite ulted out of town. They probably should have left it alone, but they kept pushing up, and the other team was able to follow up and respond in time. Now you'll see the Baron dropping down to the Mule Riders. Very good pickup. Baron Power Play, brought to you by whoever wants to sponsor us. Alright, so they're going to take advantage of this Baron Power Play, try and pick up some of the standing gold on the map. There is only one tower on the side of Mule Riders got. Right now they do have mid just about chunked down here, though. It'll probably be picked up by this next Baron wave pretty easily. And Diana's going to be pushing bot, probably looking for this Drake that's going to be spawning in the next 30 seconds here. Eagles do have it warded, although how much that will help at this time, I don't know. Okay, everybody's posturing around this Drake that's spawning. Both teams would like to pick it up, probably the Eagles more so than the Mule Riders at this point in time, just because they already have 2 and they're now on the back foot because of the last fight. If you look at the gold, though, you still see it's rather even. Malphite's going to be a rather invincible tank, though. I really don't think you should try to take him down. It's going to be a matter of getting back onto, I guess, Ashe and Diana, right? Anyhow, we'll see what they decide to do. As this Drake fight starts up, you'll see Mundo trying to frontline. A flash in, a triple ult. Oh, here's the wombo combo. Okay, Diana ults 3, followed up by the Swain damage. They are not going to be able to do anything about that as Swain comes down. Swain is becoming more of a menace as this game goes on. He has the Rod of Ages at 10 stacks. The Scepter that slows you. Ryla's Scepter. Malphite's just going to chase Ryanite down here. Yep, okay. As Baron buff pushes in here, as the gold lead was even, you know, there's a chance. There's always a chance. However, the wombo combo from the Mule Riders Esports here is able to take down the host Eagles Esports. So you're able to pick up a mid and hit with this Baron buff. They keep on picking up more and more of the standing gold, getting more and more pressure on the map. Probably going to get more and more deep vision, maybe clear out this jungle on the way out. Whoa. Yes, okay, they're all backing, they're all resetting, they're all taking their gold advantage they were able to just obtain there. And as long as they don't make any misplays here in the future, they should be able to close this game out. However, it is not over yet. Misplays do happen. Bounties are a thing. 600 gold on Malphite, 400 gold on Diana, and 400 gold on the Swain. meaning they're all very strong and they're all going to do a lot of damage. However, if you are able to kill them and pick them up, maybe they overextend. Maybe they're just a little overconfident and you pick up the bounty and all of a sudden you're back in the game. Alright, Malzahar gets the ult on Diana under tower here. Diana kind of just tanks it and walks away. Okay, Malphite rotating down. They're probably going to be looking to get this bottom tower here pretty soon. There's no real reason to defend that one. That is just the tier 1. Ash getting what farm she can. So, I mean, the, you know, neutral objectives, 2 minutes, 2 minutes, 50 seconds. I don't think too many people. I think Baron buff did expire here. We have no Baron power play timer for us. I don't see it on anybody though. They'll just be roaming around the map looking to get this aggressive warding up, looking to get their resources, probably reset timers for the next objectives fights coming up here. If any fight does brew up, it'll be to someone being maybe a little too far pushed up in one direction on either side. Xin Zhao looking for a base stop. Does get it. Oh, those are fun little interactions there. See someone basing, try your best to stop them. Let's see here. Little 2-3 split. Yeah, like I said, I don't think they're trying to fight anything. They're just picking up farm, clearing out. Look at all this. So you got red, 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 red. A lot of warding in the enemy jungle from the Mule Riders here. That's very good. That's what you like to see if you're a Mule Rider fan. As they'll be able to get all the information they need on really either one of these objectives they decide to go for here. Ooh, Ash Arrow hits the Xin Zhao. Looked like it was the edge of the arrow pixel there, but it still hit him. He's able to walk out of there anyhow. No follow-up comes through. There's that ominous blast cone that can blast you about a mile away. Xin Zhao spotted out on this red ward. I don't know if that's a good spot. Flashes out. Takes the blast cone out. Little did he know that was not his red buff, unfortunately for him. Alright, so for Post Eagles, they need to stall, and stall. Hopefully get a pick. They're going to start up Baron for Mule Riders here. Mule Riders will most likely have this. I don't see too many openings for the Eagles to be able to steal this one from them. And this will be the second Baron going down to the Mule Riders Esports. Alright, Baron power play. As they rotate over to drag here to get the next objective spawning in about 9 seconds here. And you probably won't be seeing too much contesting going from the Eagle side, as they are not positioned to. They've been having to clear out waves that have been pushing into their base, clear out any vision they've been walking over, and getting any of the leftover jungle camps that are still there that the Mule Riders did not gobble up. However, that is not quite the soul, so giving that up is not as bad as giving a soul up. It's still 2 to 3 drags, 53 to 58k. You'll have about a 5 to 6k gold lead over on the side of the Mule Riders. 7 kill lead here with the Baron buff. So I mean, of course the Mule Riders are ahead. They're definitely ahead right now. They have the Baron buff. They're pushing down. They have the characters with the bounties. They have the extra item buys. It will take a bit of the miracle for the Eagles to pull off a win here. However, I did watch one of their games last week where they actually were, well, actually just last night, the very first game, they were able to bring a game back where they were in a 10k gold deficit, we'll say. Might have been some misplays from the other team. However, they were able to bring it back. It can always happen.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
Baron buff pushing in. Mule Riders looking to close this one out with this Baron buff here. Zin trying to get an angle. It's going to be really, really hard for him to find an angle now that everybody has to group up 5. They're all crunched up in their base here. It makes the Wombo combo from the Mule Riders that much more deadly. The Malphite will be able to ult in and or the Diana, vice versa. They'll just follow up with each other, and anybody hit by those abilities is most likely going to be going down. They're manning a 5-man push into the bot lane here with this Baron buff. Mule Riders looking to take down the bottom tower, inhib tower. They do, and they're going after the inhib as well. Eagles backing it up, just trying to stall it out a little longer, saying we're not ready to defend, not quite yet. Malphite looking for his angle to get in there, doesn't quite see one. Mule Riders will be looking to just take their advantages from these pushing waves, maybe accept that the pressure will push out these 2 waves. And you might even see a rotate towards the top lane here, maybe sneak on through there and push down the top wave. Or they will try and force this into the 2 Nexus turns. Let's see what their decision is. They do no longer have the Baron buff. No longer have the Baron buff there. And they're looking to get out. Okay, so they were able to push the 2 bottom inhib towers and inhibitors down, get those super minions pushing in, applying a lot of pressure on the middle and bottom lane of the Eagles here. Eagles are just going to have to continuously clear. And then just hope that they can get a team fight of some format with Twitch getting multiple kills and or a pick of maybe if this Malphite decides to stay too long, you know, maybe he's feeling good and no, he's gonna play smart back up and back there. Yep, the Eagles putting their band-aids on, just trying to farm it out and get what they can done here, as the Mule Riders are looking for their angles, finishing off their item buys, counting their change, making sure that they have exactly what they need. Alright. Looking towards the objective timers, you have 46 seconds on Chem takes Soul on to the Mule Riders here. You might be looking to pick that up, as that'll be just a little bit of icing on the cake. You will see they are in a little bit of a lead here. About 7,000 gold, 7 kills. Dragon lead, looking to get plenty of dominant vision set up around this Drake pit. Chances of Post actually successfully contesting this one are rather low. But I've seen some cheeky steals before. About 10 seconds on this Drake. That's what everybody will be looking at. You'll see mid and bot wave pushing in though. That is the sacrifice Post has to make just to simply try and contest this Drake here. It's a little bit risky. Sometimes you gotta risk it for the biscuit. Zin goes in. Ults on the 3 of them. Flashes out. Twitch is able to take down Diana. Swain moving forward into the fight here. Twitch able to get a lot of damage off. Sona putting the sustain up, keeping them alive. Twitch able to take down the Swain. Mundo and Zin onto the Malphite. And the Eagles are pulling off the miracle play. They get a 4 for nothing. They're able to... Oh, they all are backing. They all have to back to clear the base as the super minions push out. However, Xin Zhao, their jungler, is still there, able to take down this dragon. Does not have smite, though, at this moment in time. A little bit scary, so he might opt to just take the fight onto the Malphite, who's got a giant shield. Oh, my goodness. That would be Gargoyle Stoneplate. However, Xin goes back on the drag and says, whatever, my smite will probably be back up soon. Ops. This is a little scary because Xin doesn't have smite. Okay, that was a little scary. Zin does take it down. Malphite's literally just walking around doing what he wants. So tanky. Look at this guy. He ults in on the Sona. Oh my goodness, he takes out the Sona. WangHongYue is like, dude, just go down already. He's trying. Okay, there he goes. He finally takes down the Malphite there. Quite a big bounty too, actually. That was 600 gold plus a 300 would be 900 gold in the pockets of Xin Zhao. However, it does drastically delay him getting to this Baron because of how long he had to fight that Malphite. Which does mean the Mule Riders will most likely be able to pick up this Baron here. I don't see too much contest coming through. Mundo's taking a look, but isn't going to have any good angles. Malzahar deciding to TP in here. I don't know if that's going to get you anywhere. Probably not. Okay, they're looking to go back mid. So that would be a dragon down for Baron. Not the best trade, however, it keeps the soul out of the hands of the Mule Riders. And, I mean, the better thing that did happen for the Eagles there was the 4 kills. Actually, Team Ace for 1 trade onto the Sona, which was after the real fight happened. Man, that's exciting stuff. How about that for Friday Night League? Bringing it back, 40-minute banger, 66,000 to 69,000, 18 kills to 21 kills. All objectives being got, 3-3 drag, soul point next. Whoever gets the soul gets the soul. This Twitch is able to pull out, he was able to kite out Chromsu. Was able to kite that fight out, get a lot of damage down, not go down to the Swain who was charging him down with Ghost, and was able to put enough damage down in order to close out that fight. Obviously, Xin Zhao diving onto the back line, forcing the flash out of the, I believe it was Ashe, was enormous as well. Alright, that was a previous fight though. This is this fight. What do we got? We got Malphite simply charging down this middle lane. Mundo just responding. Both inhibs have respawned, so no more super minions coming through here. Swain and Diana pushing bot. You'll have a 2-1-2 here. You don't always see that. They're trying to get all waves pushed up, probably trying to prep this top wave. Maybe pick one of these other inhibs. They do have the Baron buff to force down this inhibitor tower here. Eagles are still going to have to play this really smart, as these minions are going to really pose a problem with no inhibitor towers. If all your inhibs go down, you'll get 2 super minions spawn in each lane, and that becomes very oppressive. Ashe ult comes through, cleansed away from Twitch there. We'll see 5 on 5 pulling together here. That bot inhib is still up. That's one of their last objectives. Mule Riders are eyeing it up, rotating on over, trying to get this last inhib down. That's going to be 3 inhibs for Mule Riders with this Baron power play. Oh, Diana decides to go in, ult on 2. Twitch is trying to get out of town, but gets followed up by the Malphite ultimate. My goodness. You'll see Xin going in on Ashe here. Zin's able to pick up Ashe, but does go down. Mundo's still trying to get a lot done here. Malphite tanking all the tower shots. Mundo is able to take down, well, not the Swain. He's still working on it. You'll see Malzahar coming through here, throwing down a little damage box up, maybe a little too far. And the Mule Riders turn their attention to the Nexus, saying, we're not sure we need to kill you, but then they do decide to return their attention to the champions there, return to the Nexus, and are able to close out the game. What an ending. That was crazy. The Mule Riders able to successfully use the Baron buff in order to really push down the inhibitors there. They were able to 2-1-3. They put 2 people top, 1 person mid, 2 people bottom, and really pushed all the waves through there timingly. Very nicely done. Those were wonderful matches. Mule Riders Esports does come out on top. That is the series there. Good game. I hope you guys all enjoyed it. Friday night, League of Legends. That was Post Eagles Esports versus Southern Arkansas University Mule Riders. Arkansas. Oops. Either way, that was the match. 2-0. the Mule Riders came out on top. I really hope you enjoyed yourselves. You guys have a wonderful Friday night. My caster name is Pyro. I will be hosting the next League of Legends game we have coming through. Until then, enjoy your time. Signing off.